run the game. I run the game. I run the macro, my name. I run the game.
What up, everybody? Charles Macro here today, back again, jumping back into EMPYRION Galactic Survival. Shout out to you and yours. Thank you for stopping through, man. Much appreciated to everybody who has continued to support the series, support the channel. You know, we picking up, jumping back in and learning the new things of the game, and then kind of remembering what we've lost not playing in a while. You know what I'm saying? And Alpha 12 is about to drop. There's a lot of new things in Alpha 12. I'm gonna have to do a video talking about that. Y'all know I always used to do the updates, but I took a little break from that. There are a lot of other great sources for this information. Y'all know that I'm sure plenty of y'all watch. Let me tell y'all though, let me update you again, man, with another life happening. You know, I had a young one. You know, I had some different things happen with the channel. Well, I was doing a lot of recording. I had me a 10 terabyte hard drive and it got wiped. Normally I would use either the hard drive in my rig, and then I have like separate 5 or 4 terabyte hard drives that can be powered off of the system. Well, and actually I heard a spider out here. Let me check to see if a spider out here. Let's see if we get some action cracking. Yeah, I hear that spider. It's a spider out here somewhere. Where you at, spider? Where you at? Where you at, spider? Don't be coming around my spot like that, spider. Don't be coming around my spot like that. Or you trying to have me shoot my vessel. Lay down. Get down and lay down. Trying to mess around with my spot. I guess they just come every now and then. Alright, guys. So let me tell you what happened, man. So I came home. I usually take it to work with me, and when I record, I had a lot of different games. I was playing Space Engineers. I was playing a lot of new games. EMPYRION, if you know about EMPYRION, I'm gonna put some footage up of that. I had started playing that, built some vessels. I've still been playing it on this rig and on my laptop, but I had started saving as well and was gonna do a new series, and I've been learning the game, so it's really cool. I probably got about 10 hours in on it. The game is very addictive. And even Stardew Valley, I went back and was playing Stardew Valley. I used to play that a moment ago. And back in the day, I played Stardew Valley when it was in early access. And so I was just playing it, you know, just for fun. But I had been recording all of it. The drive got wiped entirely. I lost everything. And if you don't know, I also do photography. I'm a photographer. I do a lot of event photography, some people photography, headshots, things of that nature. Now, I still save that on a drive I've been using for the last year or so, but I had started moving some stuff over on that for backup. Everything got wiped. Programs I was starting to put on there. But luckily, most things that were important, I still have, but I'll probably do a video on this, and let me know if you want to see me do update vids. Normally I don't do that. I used to keep most stuff to myself, but if you want to see me do just regular update videos, I'll do that to try to keep y'all up on what's going on for you guys who really support the channel, man. And thank you for people who support the Patreon. Thank you for people who just support in all types of different ways. The channel will always be free, but if you want to support, I have things like Patreon. I'm gonna do more streaming and things of that nature. All right, okay guys, so also, somebody let me know in the comments. I didn't really get a response on this when this next attack. I'm thinking that you got 5 days. This basically means you have about 5 days. Before it said about 10 days. Let me know if I'm reading that wrong. If it's less than 5 days or greater than 5 days. I'm gonna find out soon enough. As you know, I had a collapse right here. My structural integrity was not ready. So I need to reinforce this with steel. So I had planned to go out and actually get a lot more iron, but I haven't even had a chance to do that. I'm also supposed to be upgrading my vessel, the HV, to help deal with that, but again, I ain't had a lot of time to do that. Now thank you. I had someone who commented and really gave me a lot of great tips. Let me show you one more thing too. I was misinterpreting or misreading the time. So power left, that's 3 hours. I was thinking 3 minutes, but I have 3 hours. Still not a lot of time, of course, but it at least makes a big difference with how much time we actually have with our power, because I kept seeing power turn off. My man also suggested I use the harvester. Hadn't used the harvester in a while, so just trying to remember different things. You use the harvester, you actually can store up a lot. I got to put some real thrusters on here. So I got these baby thrusters, these ground repulsor engines. So we got to do that. And also, I may have to move this. I may have to sacrifice this base. I built the base close to here because I want to go raid this, but it's actually a little too close, which is going to hurt me when they send the drones, because I can't keep my turrets on. I can't keep my turrets on, and that's gonna cause problems because it keeps shooting over here and that's wasting ammo. So right now I'm trying to figure out what the heck to do to move this base, and I may just shut it down. I don't know if shutting it down and turning everything off and then just trying to move it at least about 300 or 400 meters away. I'm thinking maybe in this direction I'm facing. If I move it, but that's closer to the Xerax. That's really not gonna help. So maybe I'll go closer to this Polaris area, and that's another abandoned mine. I just need to get far away. I might should have stayed where I was at over here by my portable constructor. And maybe there's a way I can just rebuild back over there. I had a little farm, but again, I wanted to farm this and farm it out. So what I may do, and I may just do this right now, is just move everything that we've crafted and constructed, break all this down, and just move it. This area was right in between two Xerax territories. This area is at least by one, but it's at least closer to a Polaris, just unfortunately these abandoned mines, or even right here. This is at least kind of in the middle. It has a few resources right here, but it's at least in the middle of a Polaris and of the Talon. You know, maybe even up here. I don't know. Xerax are everywhere, man. They're all over this planet. We still haven't, you know, mapped out this part or cleared this up. The Xerax are all over. So there's really no way I can truly escape them. But until I'm just not powered up enough to actually go attack this base yet, because it's pretty dang on. It got some serious enemies in there, and that's gonna be a problem. All right, that's gonna be a problem. So I'm thinking that I'm just gonna have to break that down, rebuild iron style, and I guess instead, do I want to go back here? That was my initial thought, but we were close to there. So instead of going back there, I'm thinking I'm just move over here a little further. I got an iron deposit right here, and it's a medium one, so that should give me plenty of resources, and just get far enough away from here. Maybe even just right here. Maybe not that far over. We'll just go right here because we got 2 iron deposits. That way we can really get our iron up. And then we'll come back, and we're still gonna raid this abandoned reactor, but that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys. So yeah, I think I'm gonna shut this base down. I'm gonna move and rebuild, and I won't even show y'all that. I'll just go ahead and rebuild a small base, move everything, and we'll get it back cracking in a minute. All right, so I'll see y'all in a minute once we get the base going and get everything set up. And let's do it. All right, guys, so we are back, and we are at the new base. And let me tell you what I ended up doing. I did end up going ahead and coming over to this area right here. So we put the new base that we had built, or the original base right here. I moved further away because I was too close to this abandoned mine, as I said before, and it was firing, wasting my ammo. I do still plan to go and loot the abandoned mine, go ahead and raid that thing, but we moved this far over. I'm right by this derelict base. I went in there. There's actually some resources in a chest or in a cargo box. We'll check that out too, either this episode or in the future. Close to some copper, still over here by the iron, and not really a silicon. It's one up here, but I can't really do that. I need to find a silicon that's in a free space, not in somebody's territory. There is one up here I got to finish cleaning out, and I would do that. So got some resources and started working on the rebuild. I did everything in steel, and we're gonna look at it. Actually, let me do one thing before we do that. I wanted to make a little ramp so I can drive my HV up here. So bam, we're gonna do a little ramp. Yeah, that'll be good enough for right now. I may make it extend a little further out. Use that slope block that's a tilt with a degree. You got to add like 2 of them to it, but for now that's good enough. All right, guys, so we're gonna check this out, and the sun gonna come up too, so I'm gonna show y'all the inside. Now let me tell you one thing. Now in the other base, I had about 10 days before I was gonna get a base attack, and I guess it goes down because when I look right here at this new base, I totally shut down the other base. I didn't destroy everything. I moved some things and I broke some things down, But I did come over here, turn the power off on that one, so I didn't see base attack anymore because I couldn't even look at this menu. I guess the game doesn't care. If you go to another base, your attack is still coming, because now it's down to 2 days. It was down to 5 days. So you do got to take that into account. They didn't care. The clock was still ticking once I set up my new base and turned it on. Really, even before I powered it, I thought I was going to wait and power it when we got back starting with this part of the episode. But nah, they was like, nah, son. We don't care if you power it or not. We picking up where we left off. So we have 2 days. Now let me show you. Can I boost up high enough here? So I do have some defenses. I have a cannon and I have a minigun turret. My structural integrity is a lot better. I used all steel for this. I still use the wooden floor because my resources were still scarce. But this is a little bigger. This is a little bigger. Since I had a little time and I had remembered things a little better, I spread this one out a little more. So I have my refrigerator, my food processor over here. Still not a lot in the refrigerator. I got to go get some more resources. I rebuilt basically everything that I had. I moved again, or rebuilt some. So I have my large constructor, got your small constructor, had some cargo boxes, armor locker over here, and then I had this secondary room, which is my power room. What I did this time though, as we wait for the attack, I made this room a little bigger, and I'm gonna put some more things in here as we grow. Put the ammo here, the ammo box for my cannons. And then I made a downstairs. I went ahead and made a downstairs, and that's why I put the generator. Here's the core. Here's the fuel tank. So the core is hidden. They're gonna have to destroy it and then come down here to get to my core. And they may very well do that. But for now, nah. So that's the tour of the new base. I painted too. I didn't really make the new jammy where you can paint it. I'll do that in the future. I went and got some wood, and actually I have a couple things in here that I forgot about. So let me see if I can get these out. Yeah, we'll add those. I actually meant to put a couple things in here as well, because I have a little bit of fiber. Actually, let me put this in here because I want to be able to keep making fuel. So I'm gonna put these wood logs in here, and I put this other bit of fiber in here. I broke something down where I got like, yeah, it got back 4 pieces of cobalt, or maybe that was when I went to one of the POIs. I got some cobalt from somewhere. All right, so I crafted some hover engines because I'm going to go ahead and fix and upgrade that HV so we can go back to the Titan. All right, we got that. I think nitrocellulose, yes, that'll go in there too. And this, oh, there's already some stone dust. Actually, let me look again. Okay, I'm gonna need some more iron. So I used basically all that I did have. Let me put this copper dust out here. Okay, that's cool. I still have a little bit here because I basically just transferred that straight. So yeah, so this is my output. This just has some overflow, and I'm actually use these when I do my rebuild as well. Okay, that didn't take up too much. Steel blocks. Oh, that's the carbonite joints. Okay, I'm okay. And these miniguns, not sure how much they weigh. Okay, I can do one. So, you know what? I want to do this in another episode, but we'll go ahead and do this now. And I put some lights up. I need to put one more over here, which I may do. This one I need to boost up the illumination. If you don't know this, I had put this in my 10 tips videos when I first started playing. If you click here, go to device. If you press P on the device, say you got a ton of devices and you're not sure which one. Yeah, hitting P will go directly to it. So I'm gonna boost the range, boost the intensity a smidge. That way we can see if we got any enemies over here. So I'm really waiting and anticipating that attack. So actually, let me go ahead and ride this up here. Okay, yeah, I meant to use the one that slopes a little more, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna have to use this because I have to go get some promethium. I got a little bit, just enough to make, you know what, it may be a little bit still in here, just enough to use my multi-tool, my multi-kit, but I don't have anything. I basically only had one power source for the multi-tool, and it's gonna run out. So since I don't really need this, I'm gonna just salvage it. I don't know if it's gonna fall or not. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, it did not. So we can put that in there. Bam. Okay, that's cool. Okay, you know what? See, I don't want to do too much with this. What I want to do... okay, we got a motor back for that. Where'd it go? I thought I had one on my person. I'm going to just put this multi-turret on top of here, because that's mainly what I wanted to do. Where's that multi-turret I had? Here it is. Excuse me, the minigun. The multi-turret. Yeah, this minigun. I am going to build this up in the next, but I just really want to have some type of extra defense, as much defense as I can have when that drone comes. So yeah, I can put it on top of here. That'll hurt my vision a little bit. In fact, we're still going to rebuild this, and we'll do it in the next episode. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the HV. Thought I'd get to do that sooner, but for now I am just going to, we should have some curve blocks somewhere. Does that fit right? Ah, it does. It does. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. Like that there. Yeah. And bam. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And again, this is just temporary. I want to put this turret up here so it can help with defenses. And what we'll do for this episode, we're just gonna wait on this drone attack. We do have us a turret now. And yeah, and the next one we'll fix all these these spots. And I may run and do a little bit more mining, get me some more resources together. Let me see if this thing flies right, since I do have these two, that one thruster I just put on there. Yeah, it's leaning a little bit. They're like, yo, that's a different thruster, man. What are you doing? That did affect it a bit, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, because that one works differently, and it's elevated. Okay, so it elevates higher with those real thrusters than the fake thrusters. Let's see how we're looking. 2 days. Okay, that may not happen soon enough. All right, so again, we moved. This is the new base. We'll wait on it to come, but I do want to go ahead and start rebuilding my HV, get that situated. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and again, I'm gonna mine a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll get ready next for the HV, and we'll get ready for that base attack. All right, guys. So hit me in the comment box. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the new semi redesign. And now that we position ourselves far away from that live POI that was causing me to take shots, and actually to deliver shots. And let me look at my weapons. The turrets, I went ahead and grouped them. Okay, yeah, that's still good. No prey. Okay, and like I said, thank you guys for hitting me in the comment box and giving me the tips. I turned off my large constructor. Well, I thought I turned it off. Yeah, it's off. Turned off my large constructor, just trying to conserve on energy. I went and got a lot of wood. I am going to add the harvester to this one more than likely. I may add a few blocks to make it a little deeper and put a harvester so I can go get a lot of trees to keep that fuel up. We may run over and get that promethium deposit that I found. And yeah, all in all, we'll find us some things to do as we prepare to go back to the Titan, because I have the weaponry and everything ready to go. All right, so again, hit me in the comment box. Thank you guys for all of the tips, for helping me to figure out what was going on, even with shooting at that POI and things of that nature, man. It is much appreciated. and I'm gonna keep going. Like I told y'all in the beginning, I had the hard drive issue, but that's all right, man. We gonna keep it cracking no matter what. All right, Charles Macro, EMPYRION Galactic Survival, new bases. We finna handle these Xerax, and they bet not try to do no base attack. Thank you for stopping through, and I'm gonna holler at you. Peace.
I run the game. I run the game. I run the macro.